The other day I posted a picture of these two cars in the garage together, and on the I tagged it as, like, I don't know, one for the sand, one for the dirt. And a lot of people, I think, got the impression that we bought another car. We did not buy another car. This car is just here for some clutch weights because it's got bigger tires, you know, make some adjustments, whatnot. So we're going to do that right now. But obviously we're going to have to move some stuff around because this is in the way. Our beast is in the way. Look at that. Clutch weights. They're going to go right there. Let's do this right now.
We're ready. Let's ride.
Okay, so I just grabbed a few items I knew we were gonna need. There's gonna be a couple more items too. Oh yeah, you know what I forgot? Well, I need the impact, the big one. It's over there. Right there. I need that guy. And I need a socket that fits the clutch, the primary clutch bolt. Anyway, but what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna pull this clutch cover off, loosen this guy, it's been a little stubborn, so we'll loosen that guy. You know what? How far do I want to go with this? Probably just pull it out of the way. Okay, so where were we? So I pulled this guy loose. I think I'm just gonna, sometimes I'll pull it all the way off, but I'm just gonna set it aside for right now, I think. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Let's pop all the bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them, loose in this guy. Uh-oh. Okay, so basically what I'm using here is my Milwaukee ratchet. There's a million ways to do this. Somebody's gonna say there's a better way. I'm sure there is, but you know, I have tools. Right now we kind of made a mess over there, but I grabbed what was handy, and this actually works pretty good. It's a swivel, little swivel extension. But and this one right here that's behind the shock, that extension is just long enough that it's inconvenient. So we're gonna take that off and get this one done. So I like the quick release. We have the Alba Racing pins, pretty handy. But even this is not that bad with a power tool. Turning them all by hand would be a giant pain in the butt, so you're not gonna catch me doing that. Of course I dropped one. Set these over here. Alright. Don't let me forget that one's down there. Comment below if I lose it. Alright, let's pull this cover off. I haven't seen this clutch, I haven't seen the inside. I've never seen this car until yesterday at all. So let's pull this cover off and see what it looks like in there. Alright, I bet you it's super dirty. Let's find out right now. We're gonna need to do a few things. I'm gonna want to inspect this belt while we're here. Just at a glance it looks pretty decent, but we'll want to look at it closer. I'll have it off anyway. Okay, we're gonna blow this clutch out. I like to use this guy, but it broke. Let's see. I wonder if we can kind of get it back together and make this happen. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we have this one, which you can see is really long, so I can get way back here. And then we have this one also, which is kind of handy. This one Danny brought me. or brought for us to use, whatever you want to say. And it has holes on the side there for like blowing out the inside of an air filter. That's what that guy looks like. Kind of cool. Let's grab an air hose from right up here. Hook it up. Oh, my teeth. It already fell apart. So we got it back together. It's extended all the way out. It's pretty long. We should have some air. Can't hear the air compressor from in here. I have it on bat. And let's see how dirty this thing is. I'm shooting for super dirty. Comment below before I push the button. Tell me how dirty you think it's going to be. Here, I'll give you a close look just in case you see any clues. Alright, let's do this. Wow. Not good. Not good at all. We're gonna have to open the door. I got the fan on already, but holy moly. Wow. Holy smokes. That's a lot. Wow. That's really bad. Hold on. Wait, can you see all that coming out of the... Look at all that. That's gnarly. Alright, we gotta find a fan. Blow this stuff out here quicker. Or maybe just open the door and let air flow through. There we go. Wow. Okay, so I spent some time, I had to put the camera down and really blew this thing out. I don't know if you can tell the difference just right there, look, glancing at it. I got a lot of, had to basically sweep the floor. So it's cleaned out. So what we got to do now, there's a couple ways to handle this issue. We have to get this bolt off, right? And we have to work in this area. So a lot of times I can jack the car way up and the suspension will flex enough that it's out of the way. If not, I might have to pop a shock loose and bring it up. Or we pop this guy out of the way. A lot of different ways to address the same issue. I'm gonna jack it up, and I just did one of these yesterday and I jacked it up, but we had the shocks off because we were doing some shock work too, and I have had the bottom off, so I just swung the shock out. Okay, so we're gonna drop these 3 posts in place. Like so. We're gonna pop that shock off and swing it up. Okay, so I dropped the block in here. This thing's got 30, well, at least 30, 32s, 33s on it. We needed a little more. We needed the ability to lift it a little more, so we're gonna bring it up. So we're just off the ground, so it'll release the tension on that bolt, and then we'll do this thing. Okay, so we are going to pull this bottom bolt out. We take this nut off. Need both hands. Okay, got the nut off. Right up here. And then we'll work this bolt out by getting the car at just the right height where it takes that pressure off. Just because I don't want to lift and tug on this tire right now. Man, like that. And then you can just pull it out with one hand like that. Easy. Swing the shock back. Then we got plenty of room to work. Let me grab a ratchet strap. Bam. And like that, plenty of work. Which is, you know, we knew this is what we were gonna do. Just kind of wanted to show you guys why you have to do it with this particular tool. There are other things we could do. You know, we can change the belt without taking the shock loose. You can, you know, blow the clutch out, do all kinds of things. But if you're gonna use this guy with those, you need that shock out of the way. So it's gonna go like that. But first we got to take that bolt out. So let's do that real quick. Okay, see that beast? It's a lifesaver. I'll show you what I mean. One-handed. Bam. Bolt out. Okay, here's what happens next. This whole deal is part of it. This goes here. Keep in mind you have to have these tools that are super cheap, not. Okay. I'm gonna run this in nice and easy. I'm not gonna use the impact to drive it in. I'm just bringing it in nice and easy. Okay. Now what I got to do is use both hands to spin that in and collapse that spring. We must take the belt off. Okay, so we're gonna pop this belt off. Again, I need two hands. I have the quick release tool. It's out in my trailer right now, and I just, you know, just don't want to. So I'm gonna do this real quick. But I need both hands. Okay, we opened up the secondary clutch, and let's see if we can work this belt off with one hand and hold this camera. Bam. Just like that. Not a problem. Alright, now we can finish this up real quick. Let's see, what is this belt? Let's take a look at this belt. One of the things that concerns me, how it holds its shape in an odd way like that. A lot of times that indicates that there's a burn. There is. Yeah, we got burn spots on this belt for sure. Yep, and then big burn spot right there. Alright, I'm going to send a picture of this over to the guy that this car belongs to. Okay, so I let them know they need a belt. In the meantime, we'll continue on and get the weights put in this thing. So the next process is this. We need to open that up. So what you're going to see is that spring in here get compressed and this piece slide back. So the sheaves are going to come together, which allows us to get the weights out. So let's do that right now. You can keep an eye right there. Alright. And there we go. Just like that. So let's swap those guys out. Okay, so on to the next item here. So let's get in here and do what we came for. That is to swap out 4 of these weights. So what we're going to do is grab our... it's not down here. Is it down here? It's not down here. We're going to grab our number. We're going to grab our 8mm wrench. Let's see. From over here. Okay, this guy right here. Okay, this guy right here. And that is going to go on the nut right there. Break that loose. Break this one loose. We're just going to take both of these out. Set that one right there. And I might need both hands, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this Torx from right here, and it is the right size to fit those bolts. And then we're going to stick that Torx on this guy just to buzz it off. Not to tighten, not to loosen, none of that. We already loosened it. Okay, here's what's going down. I'm gonna need both hands. I'll be back. Okay, so here we go. As you can't see from the video, these are a different weight. But what you probably can see, if I hold them just right, we'll see what happens. A little bit different profile, and then if you look, so look at the profile, you can see how extra weight here. The weight is in a different place, so it's heel toe weight, and so between being a different weight overall, they also have moved the weight into different areas, and so that is how they tune a clutch to do what they want it to do at a specific horsepower under a specific load. So that's what we're doing. We're dropping those in. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're putting something in that Evo has already developed and tested and researched and dynoed, and you know, they drive their cars and they dyno their cars. So that's what we're doing. We're going to throw these weights that they have developed and tested that work good at this horsepower level with these big tires. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so let's drop one of these in right now here. I already got one in right there and tightened up, ready to go. I'm gonna drop this one in. So just stick the weight back in place where it belongs, where the factory weight went, and you slide that guy in like that until you think the hole's lined up. Carefully, don't drop it. Don't drop it in there. Don't drop the bolt. Don't drop the nut. All that good stuff. And then we'll just kind of work that until we know we're lined up, and the bolt will drop in. It's way easier with two hands, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Got it at least somewhat started. Hey, see that? Dropped right in. Alright, so we're gonna put a nut on this thing, and then we'll tighten the whole thing up, and then we'll repeat that 2 more times, and we're done. Alright, so we got all the weights back in, or we got the new weights in, and let's see, what else do we have here? We got, like I said, we got the new weights in, we got the belt back on. Really needs a new belt, but we don't have one right now. We're gonna put this shock back on, and we're gonna call it good. So you probably don't need to see me put a shock back on, but anyway, that's that, and you guys have a good one.